Hello and welcome everybody to a new Sabian Masterclass series. Today I'm very happy to welcome back live from London tonight, David, the Cardinal Cardona. Hello David, how are you doing?
Hey Christian, hi everyone. Thank you very much for having me again. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining again. So today's topic is actually following up Powerhouse Drumming Part 2, right? So can you give us a little bit more details on what is the masterclass about?
Yeah, sure. Basically, this time the last time, we had the masterclass, I was talking a lot about, the precision of playing, the dynamics and, a powerhouse drummer is the guy who sits down behind the kit and lays down those grooves and very solid, very consistent. That's actually a powerhouse drummer, but is able to, nicely, interpret everything on the kit. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down. I gave plenty of examples of those drummers. And this time, what I want to do, this time is going to be more about a little bit of orchestration. I want you guys to know, like, if you lay down those grooves or, the chops you're doing or the orchestration on the kit is as powerful, as precise as a groove. So basically, I want to just move today a little bit more about the kit, grooves, and some of these exercises that help me keep my power, my precision, and also the orchestration on the kit. So I'm doing that today. So yeah, I'm looking for to show you guys. Yeah.
Sounds great. So I make space on the screen and be back in half an hour, right, for some question answering. Okay?
Yeah, 100%, Christian. Thank you very much.
See you soon.
No worries. Hi, everyone. Again, this is me, David, the Cardinal Cardona. That's how people call me. I don't know why, but I think it's catchy. I've been using that for my Instagram IG for the past three and a half years. And that's me. I'm David. I'm half Colombian, half Italian for whoever is watching. I was born and raised in Colombia. And I'm here just to play drums. I guess I want to show you guys all my approach to what, usually I do, usually what I play and how I, orchestrate and how I, express myself on the drum kit. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to play to something called Chopzilla tracks. So you guys might wonder what is that. My great friend Carly McCullough, he is the CEO of a company called Shed Tracks, which is like play along for drummers. And I've been using his tracks for a long time. So what I want to do is this Chopzilla is a loop that lasts endless minutes. I think this loop actually is 10 minutes. And what happens is you can go around this loop and play and play and play, and you can actually start using your orchestration. My topic today is going to be powerhouse drumming, but I want to show you guys how to orchestrate on the drum kit better. I have certain combinations that I do, groups of 5, sometimes of 3 or triplets, groups of 7, and this can be combinations, singles and double strokes. But so basically what I do is doing all this orchestration, right? So this Chopzilla, what allows me is when I'm sitting down, my routine, my practice, I sit down on the kit and I start playing these loops, different times and stuff like that. And I'm starting just to orchestrate on the kit. So I'm going to play to that. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to start showing you guys how I orchestrate and the type of grooves or the type of orchestrations or linear combos. I usually play a lot of linear drumming, but I want to do all these together. And I'm going to show you guys. So first I'll play for a while. Hopefully you didn't get bored. And then after that, I'm going to go and jump into telling you and showing you guys and teaching you, basically, which is, the most important thing, how to orchestrate these groups or linear or chops on the kit. The main thing here today, guys, that we all learn together and where, my process and my journey as a drummer, I want to share that with you so you guys can have that and just, try to get a little bit better on the kit. This is about all encouraging each other to be better. That's the most important. So yeah, let's jump on it now. Right. So, I had to warm up as well. We all do have to warm up. So I tried to, let me just fix this cymbal, 2 secs. Yeah, so the whole idea is just try to keep, your speed and try to keep strokes consistently. It's not easy, but I think every time you sit down on the kit and start doing these loops, that's why I love these loops, because it allows you to be creative. You can play constantly with this beat or tempo, and these loops, they have different tempos, like 90 BPM, which you can double it up to 180, and etc. And the great thing about this is you can start playing to your pace and start creating, and you push yourself every time because you have this beat behind you all the time, right? And I'm a very intense drummer, sorry, so I just try to lay down as much as I can. That's how I play. Sometimes it might be good, sometimes might not be that good, but that's my approach. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you guys a few of these orchestrations that I've just used here. Very simple. I'll try to play at normal speed, and I'll speed it down for you so you can basically check how I play them, and they're very easy combinations, but they sound very cool. So let's start. So this is the first one I'm gonna play, actually. I do this combination with a hi-hat, which is like this. I mean, between snare and hi-hat. Let's go slow. That, my friends, is a group of 6. I use it as a 6. I call it like that so it's easier, right? But that's 6. And the thing I do as well is sometimes I just cross over this hand on the hi-hat, so I'll make it a group of 7, and it sounds like this. So that basically makes a group of 7, right? You can call it 7-stroke roll if you want, but the sticking is very different. How I come up with this is a bit hard. It just, I'm trying to play, think musically, but this is a group of 7. So group of 6 starting on the hi-hat on the 1, and the group of 7 is you adding a crossover from here to the hi-hat. Let me show you again, slow and then fast. There will be like a 6-stroke roll, I think. So that's basically, as soon as you change, the funny thing is, as soon as you change one hand into the other tom, like if I'm not keeping it in the snare, it just changes the whole intention of the whole groove, because I can spread that on the toms as well, and it sounds like this. So that's basically, yeah, that's the whole approach. So if I play with a track, let's put the track, the same track I was playing, I'm gonna try to just use that. Right, you see it? So it's basically that. One of the extra things, the things I do is I add a kick drum every time I hit this, and sometimes I open the hi-hat. That gives it more power, and the whole Powerhouse comes together when you play like that. That's simple because you could play that that 7, like I'm playing it, but you can play it like this, and it was not gonna sound the same, never. So I'll show you. Right? And then you got a stick trick for free. So you play like that, and it sounds totally different. It's about the intention. I love gospel drumming, for example. My mate, like, Carly McCullough, and I know some of, there's plenty of killer drummers in America, Brazil, and all over the world, but in America is huge. And I love gospel drummers because they call gospel drums, or gospel chops, how they call it. It's not because of the rudiment, because you can play it, like other drummers, but it's about the intention, how you play it. That's what is gospel chops. It's an intention. It's how you play those feels and the combinations, right? I listen a lot to those guys, and I base my drumming a lot on them. So basically, what I do here is I'm gonna try to play with that intention. I'm gonna put the track, I'm gonna with this combination, then we jump to something different, okay? Here we go. Right, so there you go. That's what it is. If you can practice that, I have my social media, guys. If you want to write me DMs, I'll answer, and I'll try to go with you through the whole thing. I have no problems trying to help you guys with that. So if you have any doubts, we can go later to some questions. And probably you can ask me about that gong. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah. So I'm gonna go to the next exercise. It's one of my favorite. Well, it's two of my favorite combinations when it's just a single, let's say single strokes, like a linear feel, and it finishes on the hi-hat, opening the hi-hat with a kick drum. When you do that, it sounds like this, right? So the final, the last stroke goes like that. So I'm gonna do this for you guys, and then I'm gonna see how I can apply it into the same track. Here we go. That's just a feel of 5, a linear feel of 5. Hasn't got any bass drums in the middle. It just goes like this. I use it a lot in a lot of the things I do. I'm going to do it again slow. That's the combo I use, and I use it for everything. So if you see, guys, I was doing the combination with that 5 linear feel, and I was adding the same 6, the 7 group with the hi-hat accent in the one with the 2 final hits on the hi-hat, which is basically a group of 7. So let's do all together, and you see how it sounds. So the group of 7. Then with the hand, and then the linear fill, which is 5. So all together. I've added a few extra things, but that's the whole point. You get that? You see, there were 3 combinations there, and it sounded very, very fat. I'm gonna play with the track, and you see how it sounds combined. There you have it. So that's the combos I use for some of the things you've seen. Second part, same linear feel, but it's a crossover between hands, and it's got added some extra notes on the kick. So I'm gonna play that for you. And same, I'm gonna use that slow, then I play it fast, and then I play with the track, and I'll explain it. As I've said, guys, before, if you wanna, send me a message on Instagram, I'm super happy to try to, show you all this with more patience. So here we go. That's a linear fill. It's a group of 6. Same intention with a groove. Intention. That's what makes a powerhouse, or your powerhouse drummer. Power is when you have the intention. Remember what I've said about gospel drummers? They play gospel shops, and it's not because about the fills, orchestration, or groups they're doing, or anything. It's about the intention. That's the most important. If you put intention into your drumming, that what makes a difference, you know? So I'm gonna play it. It's a group of 6, very easy. Here we go. Start with a kick. You got it? Here we go. You got that? It's not that hard. So you saw the combinations. I know it looked a bit like confusing, but combinations that I do, it sounds like very easy. Same thing, intention. Let me show you the combinations all together. 6 on the crossover here. Linear grooving of 6, linear drumming, linear groove, linear fill, sorry. And then I'm combining. I'm gonna play very slow again for you guys. That is the actual combination. I just spread around the toms and the snare. These combinations, they sound difficult, but they're not. I'm gonna play it slow again for you guys. Check. It's about the intention, right? Right. So I hope you got that. So if I play in the context of a song, it's gonna sound well. If basically if you want to practice this to play along, these chopsilla are great for that. Like I said, different timings. You don't have to go. The one I'm playing now is 90 BPM, which if you double it up, is gonna be 180. You can play to slower tracks. So let me just play it to an actual song. Or the chopsilla, the ones I was playing before. Hopefully this makes sense. Trying to make it easy. Sometimes when you get this down, you go like in auto mode and you start playing, but yeah, hopefully this is helpful. So I'm gonna jump now. Christian, are you there? I can still be teaching, right? It's been half an hour. I think
All good. I'm here. I'm listening. It's great. Oh yeah. Want to take some more time? Show some stuff.
Oh no, yeah. I want to keep going. I think you told me 30 minutes first, so
that's fine. Keep going. It's all good.
Okay. Cheers. Thank you. Okay, guys. So basically, what I'm gonna do now, I love double bass drum. Love double bass drum playing, and I'm gonna do some orchestrations. And I very much like polyrhythms. There's a lot of great double bass drum metal drummers. And I just want to, get you like the tools, what has been for me and it's been helpful to me for the past years. I'm going to show you a few exercises. I'm not going to play with music with those. I'm just going to show you directly. So the first exercise is very simple. I call it the 4/3. So why is it 4/3? Because you have a groove of 4 on the top and you have a groove of 3 with the snare. And so when that happens, I keep a 16 straight notes on the kick drum. So 16 straight notes will be this. It doesn't matter what speed you can do. Some people can do very fast. Sometimes grooves, when you play grooves, it's nicer to play them lower tempos. This is just me. And sometimes when you speed them up, they don't sound as good, right? So I think let's try to play it in a slow, way. So I think that you can have the feel of it. And then we'll start increasing the speed, all right? You can use your right if you have a right. I love using the stack for that because it gives me more like, it's not very washy, just very dry and cutting through. And I use my stack and then I start orchestrating everything. I'm gonna start with the groove, then I'm gonna orchestrate it, then I'm gonna speed it up, and then I'm gonna explain it to you guys, all right? So here we go. So the groove is this. I just move my hand. So if my 4 is here, right? That's what I do. With the other hand. Sounds like it's difficult, but it's not at all. It's just so the basic thing here, guys. Try to keep that groove. So don't play anything. I recommend maybe 100 BPM, 110 BPM. Don't play anything. Just play actually that groove with your ride, kick and snare, or in this case I have a stack, so you can do it like that. Cowbell, you can use anything you'd like. So let's play it just on its own. That's a totally different thing. I'm gonna jump into that in a second. Combinations with double kick and splashes, but this is basically that polyrhythm. So I'm sorry, that's it's basically a polyrhythm. 16s, 4s, and 3s. So here we go again. Let's do it again all together. I'm gonna keep playing it. Like I said, I think I have a video of that on my Instagram. If not, same. Drop me a DM and I'll explain to you step by step. I have no problems with that. I have all the time for you guys. So here we go again. I'm gonna play it all together plus the orchestration. It's not as hard as it seems. It's just that 3/4 to get a groove down well. Groove is main thing. faster. So that's one of my favorite grooves. And I use it a lot for like warming up, the little kick drum. It just, if I'm honest, it's just one of those exercises that actually, like splits your brain a little bit and gets you very loose. Like I said, you can play that. Sorry, I need to get dry. You need to play like a slow tempo. I usually start very slow, and as soon as I feel more comfortable, I just start speeding up, right? Second exercise, same thing. Same, but instead of 3-4, we just go 4-3. So you're gonna go straight 16s on the kick drum. It's straight, So on 4 here, right? And then I love this style actually. It's great. And then it's just like a normal 16 straight double kick drum groove. And then what I'm gonna do, the key here is just you move this hand down from here to the tom. And sometimes I start ghosting here, so it gives a bit of more of sort of a dynamic kind of thing. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it. Sorry, this is the first time I'm playing it. And let's see how that goes. I'm gonna do the same thing, play it, speed it up, then stop, explaining it, and playing it again. All right, guys? So same thing. You have any questions? Whoever is joining now, you have any questions, let me know. And on my Instagram, you can just hit me there, or my Facebook, and I can answer everything. Here we go. So that also sounds like it's hard, but it's not. I'm gonna play it very slow, and basically what I do is I change. You can start with a 16 straight groove like that. The only thing you need to do is just change your hands instead of doing the groove into constant, like you were doing like single strokes on 16, so like that. Instead of this, you do this. You do it with the kick drum, and we go into like a half time, right? So it's like something like that. And it's gonna get very easy because you know what? When you start doing those 16s between both hands and the feet, it's like you're playing simultaneously like that. The actual high note of the actual stroke goes on the forehand of each bar, so it's like this. play faster, sounds like that. Guys, it's about intention. That's the main thing. If we put the intention and the intention is right, nothing will stop you. If you see my intention, it's like I'm not playing like a machine. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm giving a feel is intention. Powerhouse is intention. Like I talked to you guys about gospel drummers, what gospel shows, my gospel shops is intention. Same with Powerhouse drumming, is about the intention. You know, you can know all the orchestrations, all the groups, all the bars, the E ends, or whatever, but it's about the orchestration. That's the most important, sorry, the intention. So if I'm playing this group with my intention of how I usually play drums, it's gonna sound like this. You guys saw that I changed the groove there? So that's the other part of the exercise. You're changing from this half time into, you start orchestrating your hands around the kit. And you know, funny, you keep the kick drum on 16ths. This is not gonna change. What changes is your hands. So I'm gonna give you a few examples. I'm gonna explain that again for you. Here we go. So what is this? It's very simple. Same on the hands, sorry, same on the feet, 16ths, and you have some groups. So the groups are as follows. I'm gonna play very slow. see the kick drum never changes. Kick drum stays the same. Same thing. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me just dry a little bit my face because I'm sweating. Yeah, so if you guys have questions, just we're gonna jump shortly into questions, and I'm happily gonna answer everything. But yeah, this is basically some of the exercises that made me as a drummer. The last thing I've forgotten, these splashes combinations, very, very important with the kick drum, and it's very, very cool, very easy. And let me show you. 16 triplets, very easy. You can combine it in very different ways. I combine it sometimes like that. I used to play with a band called Avira, and it's one of the songs that had that exact groove. It was very cool to play, so it's like this. Right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna play to a track from my lovely people from Shed Tracks, and then I think we're gonna jump into questions. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that was a massive run. I'm sweating again. Christian.
Wow, thanks, David. This was intense. Great stuff. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm just sweating a lot, but yeah, oh, good.
It was great lesson. So we have a lot of compliments coming in for the drum kit. Can you tell
Oh,
us a
yeah.
little bit about the beautiful drum kit you got there?
Yeah, 100%. It's funny because on my Instagram, it's always like sometimes my playing goes second, but my kids go first. But it's good. I'm not jealous. At least people are appreciating that. So yeah, I'll run through the kit. This kit is it's a Pearl reference. These two is a Pearl is the reference PR, and this is reference, which is the one below. And basically, what is beautiful about this kit is every tom, depending on the size. So smaller sizes have brighter woods like birch and a bit of maple, and like the 10, for example. And the bigger the drum goes, the more, let's say, darker woods they built on. So basically, there's 14 and 16. This is, for example, the 14 is mainly maple and a bit of mahogany. And the 16.
Sorry, David, to interrupt. We have the battery sign actually coming up on the camera.
Let me change it now. Bear with me.
Thanks. Guys, please feel free when you have questions for David. Please write them in the comments, and David is happy to answer your questions.
I think the problem is sorted. Last time happened the same. I don't know what happened with those batteries, if I'm honest, Christian. This is a pain, but yeah, I've charged them fully. But yeah, anyway.
No problem. All good. We can see you.
Yeah, okay, all good. So I was talking about the shells. So yeah, the bigger the drum, the darker woods they get. So maybe Jason or Frank Jacobs are watching this, or Simon, which I very much like those guys from Pearl, and they will be happy for me to explain this. And this is the bigger the drum goes and the darker woods. So this is mainly mahogany. Bass drum is all mahogany. So this is a Pearl and Purple Craze 2 Pearl reference 10. This is a 10 by 8, if I'm not wrong. This is a 14 by 16, a 16 this is a 14 by, it's not short stack, no, 14 by 12 and 16 by 14, there you go. And this is actually a 24 kick by 14, very shallow, so it's, it projects, some kicks are like 20 deep, this is very shallow 14, so it's very tight, so it sounds, listen how it sounds on its own. Whoever likes double bass drum, this is the way. These kick drums are the way. So that's the kit. This actually, a lot of people ask me about this little snare drum. It's a Pearl short fuse. Very nice, and is actually really, it's very cheap to buy. If you tune it, you put right with good heads, you get this massive attack. So it's great. And I use it as a second tom, for example, if I do combinations like this. But if I do little grooves as well with the stacking, that is great. So yeah, I don't have a second tom, that's the one. And that's the kit. The snare drum I'm playing here, I play usually Pearls, but sometimes I change. I'm a Pearl artist. But sometimes I change some snare drums. The snare drum I have here is a 13 by 7 a DS drum Italy. And sometimes I change them because I like just different sounds. I've got a few Pearls. The last masterclass I did it with a Pearl bitted brass 14 by 6.5. This is a steel 13s. I'm a very big fan of 13s, and that's the kit in terms of shells, Christian. Christian.
Yeah, yeah,
Hi.
yeah, yeah.
Here we go. That's the kit. So I think I've done with the kit.
Okay, great. And also the cymbal setup, right? You
Oh
have
yeah,
your
that's
some
the main
great
thing.
splashes, air splashes. I can see some arrow splashes.
Yeah. So basically, this is one of the actually is one of my favorite setups I've done so far in terms of cymbals. I'm gonna go one by one. All right, so you guys can see, and I will tell you guys. So let's start with the hi-hats. The hi-hats are um, um, AAX medium. They're brilliant. Actually, also they come in a performance pack. It's called the performance set pack. They'll come in that version as well with the crashers and then right. But I have the hats right here. Incredible. You know what I like these hats is because they have so much crisp. I'm a very big fan of the HHX groove hats, which I play. But these hats, they're very crispy, you know, and they project so well when you open them as well. Let's play with both hands. Yeah, I love these hats. They're becoming one of my favorites. You know, you can dig them, and when you feel you're digging the hats, it's a feeling you can't describe. Maybe you drummers can relate with this, but these hats they have that crispiness and they've got that projection. You know, when you open them, oh, I love them. So this is the AAX medium hats. This was a new release 2020, if I'm not wrong, Christian. Yeah, I think it is. And yeah, they're great. Let's go with the splashes and then jump on the crashes. Sounds like good. Let's go into splashes, then into crashes. Anyway, this is an air splash, 8-inch. I use it a lot, man, because I'll tell you why. It cuts through very, very quick. So, yeah. So when I do combinations with the hats, it's something beautiful. Here we go. Let me show you some combinations with the hat and that splash. And all comes because of the holes. So basically, these little holes, you know, like similar to the ozone, it just makes it very dry, but also it's loud. Like cuts through so well, you know, with any groove you're doing. I love this splash. This is my favorite splash, I think. The combo. I love them, all of them, but this is one of my favorites. Let's jump to the next one. There's an AAX Aero Splash, and this is a brilliant finish. And also, it's great. Just one above that in terms of size, so it projects a little bit more, still cutting through very beautifully. It's got a few extra holes in there, and this few extra holes gives that perfect, you know, like dry kind of cutting sound. So let me just play that one with a groove so you guys can hear how it sounds. Oh, it's beautiful. That thing is amazing. And when you combine these two, it's just perfect. The pitch from the 8 to the 10 is great. Yeah. The next one is a Chad Smith signature mini Holy China. The version on this one is a traditional version, and there is a brilliant version. I like more the brilliant version because I like cutting through sounds, and it's the perfect combination with this other two splashes, so it sounds like this. I like to play even like double bass drum with that one as well. This is a work of art. Thank you, Sabian, for doing some killer cymbals. This is one of the best. Like, I've tried all the freaking splashes in this world, and this thing can be beaten. Crispy, cut through, is just the best. Simple as that. Here we go. Let's go with the next one, small one. This is my stack. Sabian posted a video of this exact stack that I've got here. Sometimes I go into a big one, but this one is a 12-inch, same as this one, Mini Holy China. Brilliant. Under an Aero Splash 12-inch traditional. So what I like about that, you can make, you've heard this one through the whole masterclass, is just, it cuts through the right amount. It's not too loud. You can, get it open a little bit, but I like just close, and it sounds like a secondary hat, but close, but with that trashiness, and all comes from these holes, the holes on the Aero Splash on the China. And they give that trashiness and dryness, so it sounds like this. I love playing this thing with grooves, like with this Molsnerum, for example, and it sounds like that. Ah, it's amazing, man. So that's the stack. Now let's go with the big cymbals. So on my left-hand side, first crash is the new release 2020, the incredible HHX Complex. This is a thin crash, complex thin crash. Well, let me tell you about this. This cymbal, what it's good about, is very controlled. That's what I love about Sabian. You can have the brightest cymbal in the world with them, like an AX explosion, but they're very controlled cymbals. So the washiness on this one, and just projects the right amount, and let me just, show you how it sounds. If I play like just a crash in the light, I'm gonna try to play with a groove as well. I want to be crazy, but yeah, this is one of the freaking control cymbal. I love it, man. Right, let's go to the right. This is actually part of the performance set, the AAX performance set. I have the hats, and it comes with a 16 and 18 crash, that's set, but I have the right here on its own. It's a 21 medium. Brilliant. What I like about this, like I said, controlled. It's very controlled cymbal. You can write. That's what every write, even if you go to you play the Robel Dry, which is a very thick, just like pingy sound, you can even crash it. So it's crazy because you have with Sabian, you have this like articulation on the cymbal. You have the bell, which is freaking awesome. And then you have the crash. Like seriously, this is nothing better than that. And that's what all Sabian cymbals, all the rides, all the Sabian rides are like that. You can articulate, you can crash it, and you can ping, and they're all like that. Doesn't matter. You go like to a groove ride, a bash ride. By the way, bash ride is my favorite ride, one of my favorite traditional 22 AA bash ride. But you know, I have a few rides, and I have some brilliance and some like traditional finish. And this is just they cut through perfectly. You can wash, you can ping, and you can articulate. Let me play this thing for you. Right. Beautiful, man. It's just outstanding cymbal. And let's go to the crashes. So I have a version of this one, which is a 20-inch traditional version. This is the 19-inch brilliant version. It's called the AAX Aero Crash. Same thing. It's like I would say, it's like an explosion crash on steroids. It just cuts through freaking insanely. And it's got that trashiness and that cutting through the old drummer ones, like if you play heavy music like myself, is the best tool in the world, but also can be applied to any other, you know, gospel, R&B, anything pop. It's a great effect, great crash. Some drummers have seen they use it as a main crash. And the last crash is one of my, actually I would say this is my favorite crash. I would say all the Sabian cymbals are my favorite, but this is like my favorite crash right now. HHX Extreme Crash, brilliant. It's just powerful. It's extreme. I love the name, extreme. I'm gonna play these two only, and yeah, let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the things that shocked me, I think I was in a UK drum show 2 years ago, and they had on display Sabian. They had these for example, the old evolution crashes from the smallest, the 14 till the biggest one, 20. And one of the things that blew my head away, it was the pitching of the cymbals from the smallest to the bigger one. So if you can see these three, I can combine them. You can feel the pitch higher, low, mid. You know, it's incredible. And that's one of the things that I think I fall in love with Sabian, thanks to those, you know, watching the pitch of the cymbals being so precise. So if I play them again.
Thanks, David. This is a great setup. A lot of contrast, right?
Yeah,
Great.
I love it, man. I love it. It's incredible, man.
Thanks for the run through. Great info.
No worries. All good. Real pleasure.
So we got a question here from Mike asking, have you ever heard of the most sampled drum loop? I think it's called the aim and break. How would you toss that in with a double kick drum beat?
So basically he's asking me about a sample, like a sample loop, if there is a sample loop to play along.
Yeah, he said, have you ever heard of the most sampled drum loop? I think it's called the aim and break.
No, I have never heard of it, but I'm gonna check it out now. If it's good for double bass practice, I'm gonna go into that. So thank you, Mike, for that. I appreciate that.
Great. So got a question about, upcoming projects and upcoming sessions and stuff that you do. You have plans for?
Mm-hmm. Any plans? Yeah. Well, I'm a very social media guy. So when I moved from Colombia into the UK back in 2011, my ideal was to do social media. And at the moment, I'm very focused on that. I've realized, I was at home the other day and I was just like, I had a pad and some sticks and I'm going to do a live video. And I did a live video and 2,000 people just connected to watch my live stream. And people from Indonesia, Argentina, Brazil, Canada, United States of America, here from United Kingdom, Italy, Spain. And I was just blown away because, I've built all these things. So I've realized people are very grateful for these kind of things. You can show like we're doing now with you guys with Education Network and all these master classes. And, I just felt that maybe my call has been that. So I'm very busy into that, very into trying to just if I play into a track, people ask about the gear or just the specific things I play. And I'm so happy to answer to everyone. And trying to show everyone like how I do things and stuff like that, because I have my own process and my process of doing things, and I still do. I'm still learning, and when I can pass that on to other people, I think I feel very grateful. So I think it's a very positive thing when I'm now into social media. Let's say in a healthy way. I'm just trying to do these sessions and my videos, sorry, and I'm trying just to go along with people and people are showing a lot of love, man. And now through these difficult times, I think this is the time for us drummers to get together. We all support each other, because I know it's difficult for everyone that is at home right now, and they're trying to sit down and be like, I don't want to play drums. There's a lot of people going through very tough situations, depressions and stuff like that. And maybe drums or an instrument can be that way out. And I feel that more than just me and playing for the sake of me and just what I can get, I think what I'm doing now is try to give these people and you guys out there, try to give you these tools so you guys can learn, can have something to do productive. Drum is a very, very good way of just let your feelings out and try to forget about things and reality, and that's a good thing, and it's a great, beautiful instrument. And I just want to keep doing that. I think my call has been into social media and trying to help people around the world. And I'm happy doing that. And I think I'm going to keep doing that. I have a band as well, Life Avenue. I've been doing a few things with them, but everything, like everyone knows with music in general, is kind of on hold, and we don't know till when. So the best we can do now is try to help each other. We try to push each other and try to get through this together. And is anything I can do for you guys, I can teach you anything. I can, you guys want to talk, just feel free. I'm there for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Thanks very much, David. Very well said. Right. So really appreciate your time, and thanks for the part 2 of the Powerhouse drumming session today. Yeah. Thank you very much. Really appreciate.
I thank you, Christian. I very much appreciate. Do I have time to play another song? Maybe I play one more?
Sure, absolutely, if you want to.
Yeah, I want to play a song so you guys check some of these things that we were trying to do. I'm just going to play a song again. Same as gospel chops, as shed tracks. And and I go back to you and just we go away after that. Is that okay, Christian?
Okay, that's fine. That's great.
One more time.
Thank you. Thank you again, David.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much appreciated, much love. If you guys want to message me directly for some questions, feel totally free about that.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you soon. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.